everyone, my name is Oversoul, this is Oversoul Gaming, and welcome back to Danganronpa. Now let's run! Which room was it again? This one, over here? I don't fucking know. What happened last time? It's been a week since I last recorded this. I think it's this room. Yep, that door at the back is suspiciously open. As far as I can tell, there's nobody here. But still, I feel some kind of presence. Yeah, I'm sure I can feel someone's presence. This presence... It's coming from over there? In the black? Ooh, spooky presence in the darkness. No, it's just another person. I leapt through the doorway. And when I did, I found... another nightmare. The second nightmare of the day was waiting there to greet me. Oh, now Taka's been bonked. There, in a pool of his own blood, was Taka, dead. Don't you mean Takamando? Mondo Taka? Man, look how close we were to the end of that... Look how close we were to the end of that part of the chapter in the last episode. I really wish I could have finished it, but I legitimately ran out of time. Like, I was that close. It wasn't gonna happen. Anyways, Hifumi's body, discovered in the nurse's office. Taka's body, discovered in the equipment room. One of these is no big loss, the other one is kind of a big loss. Like, I couldn't give a rat's ass about Hifumi, but Taka was cool. And it wasn't his fault that he went crazy at the end. It was, I mean, he watched his best friend get turned into butter. What do you expect? I was witness to two nightmares, one right after another. No, they weren't nightmares. This is harsh reality. The true nightmare is this reality, the reality I have to face every day. But still. Why is this happening? Taka. Damn it, why did this happen? Y'all really gonna be silent? Whatever. There's three of us here, right? Why hasn't there been a body discovery announcement? Another hammer. Now it's Justice Hammer 4, and it's even bigger than before. Don't you mean bigger than the 3? Okay, whatever. Is that suspicious individual responsible for killing Taka, too? Toko? Don't tell me. Toko, too? Relax. She just passed out when she saw the blood. The blood? Oh, that's right. When Toko is, Toko, she has a fear of blood, huh? We've tried everything to get her to wake up, but no luck. Just leave her be for now. It's like he said, I should just leave her alone for now.
However...
But why is it Justice Hammer 4? Huh? What do you mean? Celeste was attacked with Justice Hammer 1. Then Hifumi was hit with Justice Hammer 2. But this time it was Justice Hammer 4. What happened to number 3? Ah!
What?
What's the matter? Well, when you mentioned Justice Hammer 3, you just reminded me.
What?
Out with it. Do you know something? Actually, Taka's not the only one that's been killed. Hifumi's dead too. What?
Hey!
Hifumi's been killed? Yeah.
I see.
Which is why you came to get us. Then we'd better go check it out.
Damn.
Of course. Come on. So Sakura, Byakuya, and I rushed out of the physics lab. Did you notice, by the way, that Monokuma, even though 3 people were looking at a body, Monokuma did not announce a body discovery like he did with Hifumi. Isn't that interesting? But as soon as we were out of the physics lab...
Oh.
Ah! Celeste, aren't you supposed to be waiting in the nurse's office? Something has come up. Yeah, I heard. Hifumi is dead, right?
Indeed.
Well, that is not all. It is gone. Huh? What's gone? It has disappeared. Disappeared? Hifumi's body has disappeared. What?
What did
are you
say?
talking about? It's disappeared? Don't be ridiculous.
Come on.
Are you serious?
What?
What the heck is happening here?
Hey!
Everyone, back to the nurse's office! I practically leapt down the stairs, nearly losing my balance. I reached the nurse's office completely out of breath. Oh, shit. I couldn't believe my eyes. Hifumi's body was there just a few minutes earlier. It just disappeared? Me and Celeste went to the bathroom, but we were only gone for like a minute. And then, when we got back...
Indeed.
This must be the work of the culprit. They must have come and carried the body away. They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. Okay, calm down, little red girl from Resident Evil. We're going to die just like those guys did.
What did you say?
I don't believe this. I don't believe a body would just disappear.
Why?
First, there were 2 murders, and now one of the bodies has been taken? This is unnatural.
Huh?
Hold on! What do you mean 2 murders?
Hina.
Taka's been killed. We found him in the equipment room. Does anyone ever think to check a fucking pulse on these things?
No way!
It can't be. Taka too? It can't be. It can't be. No!
Hina.
Calm down. We're all gonna die. All of us. They're gonna kill all of us. Then who might the next target be? Toko? Huh?
What?
I completely forgot. She's still unconscious in the equipment room.
Well,
You left her at the scene of the crime? We didn't have a choice. She passed out and she refused to wake up. It's amusing to me, that's why I'm smiling about it.
huh?
So she is still unconscious?
Damn.
Wait, so you knew she was still up there and said nothing? Why? That annoying little insect that clings to me wherever I go. We'd be better off without her.
Bastard!
You bastard! Calm down. You forgot about her, didn't you? You have no right to blame me. Everyone stop fighting! Right now we need to hurry back. God, you guys are fucking annoying.
Huh?
I can't take this anymore. I don't want anyone else to die.
Damn.
Byakuya, if something happened to Toko, I'll never forgive you. I might also snap your neck. I haven't decided yet. He couldn't give a rat's ass about her approval of forgiveness. We shot out of the nurse's office and bolted up the stairs, heading back to the 3rd floor. We ran back to the equipment room at full speed! And when we got there, nothing happened. She's fine. Oh, thank God you're okay. But right away I noticed something else. There was something very different here. Taka's body's gone! Bum bum bum! Alright, so they just collecting bodies now? Taka's body disappeared. We don't know where it would go. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something? No, it's not a hallucination. I know I saw it before. And what I'm seeing now isn't what I saw before. I just want to point out, by the way, that, before Makoto got here and found Taka, there were 3 other people in this room, Toko included. And she had to have been in Toko form and seen the body as Toko in order to pass out, because of the blood. So that means, when you think about it, that Byakuya, Sakura, and Toko saw Taka's dead body before Makoto did, and that's 3 people. However, Monokuma only made 1 dead body announcement when Makoto, Hina, and Celeste found Hifumi. So, Which body was the announcement actually for?
Huh?
What? Are you saying Taka disappeared too?
Stop talking.
Stop saying disappeared. It didn't just vanish into thin air. Obviously, whoever did this has hidden the body. But why would they do that? I couldn't possibly begin to imagine.
Ugh.
Anyway, our costume suspect is clearly continuing his crime spree. We gotta hurry up and catch him before he kills all of us.
Not possible.
Oh, I don't think you have to worry about that.
Huh?
Huh?
Think about it. Who could possibly be responsible for killing and hiding these dead bodies? Also, Kyoko and Hino are still missing. Just want to point that out.
Well,
When Hifumi's death cry went up, everyone here was together on the 3rd floor.
it is so.
After that, we split up into 2 groups.
And now this time, you all came here as a group from the nurse's office. In other words, the only ones who could have done this are Hiro and Kyoko, who are still missing. Hold on a second. Kyoko has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. There's no question that she was in the dining hall with us. You seem very adamant about defending her. Are you two banging?
That's not it at all.
That's fine.
Well, anyway, yes, I do accept Kyoko's alibi.
Let's see.
Which means the suspicious individual we're looking for can be none other than Hiro.
Which further means there will be no more murders. The regulations are very clear about that. Oh, that's right. There's a rule that says you can only kill a maximum of 2 people.
That's right.
As long as that rule is in place, there will not be a 3rd murder. If they were to break that rule...
Mincia! Mincia without a second thought! Mincia, grind ya, turn you into paste! By the way, did you know that fish paste can also refer to shellfish like shrimp or crabs?
Indeed.
Let's see.
Well, that was the most pointless Monokuma appearance in the history of ever.
So, since 2 people have been killed, there is no possibility of any more.
I like how completely unfazed they are by him popping up out of nowhere now, too.
Perhaps.
You knew that from the beginning, didn't you, Byakuya? Which means you knew Toko was never in danger. I still meant it when I said we'd be better off without her, though.
In other words,
Anyway, with that in mind, we can now relax and search for the 2 missing bodies. The 2 missing bodies? 2 people have been killed and their bodies have been hidden. The only one without an alibi and the only one who could have done it is Hiro. But is he really the killer? It's never that simple in this game. And what about Kyoko? If she's not involved in this case, where did she go?
what?
Hey, Makoto, what's the matter?
Huh? Oh no, it's nothing.
Whatever. We need to find those bodies, or our little narrative here can't move forward.
So then,
Very well, then let us split up and begin searching.
but
But... there is no need to be afraid. No more murders will take place during this case.
cause I mean,
I know that. I think I do, but...
Hina.
If you're still nervous, I'll come with you.
huh?
Okay, thank you.
No need to thank me. Then let's get moving. Yell out if you find anything. Byakuya left the equipment room followed by the others. I have to try and find the 2 missing bodies. If I remember correctly, they're in the art room. Saves us a lot of time, me already knowing where to go, doesn't it? Except those few times where I forgot. I thought I remembered, but I was wrong. Or I did shit out of order. Huh? The door must be locked. Yeah, could you maybe bust it open?
Damn.
We need to search for the bodies that have disappeared. What happens after that? Yeah.
Huh?
Where could 2 dead bodies have disappeared to?
Fuck. I did it again. I did shit out of order and I'm doing it the wrong way. Alright, whatever. Diddly 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 diddly. There's nothing in these classrooms. Why am I going in these classrooms? Oh wait, this is the rec room. Never mind, I forgot there's 2 doors that lead into here. Okay. Where are the why am I doing it this way when I could just fast travel? Oh, it won't let me fast travel right now. That must mean I can't go downstairs at the moment. Let me try. Yeah, okay, never mind. I gotta look around this floor first. This could just be another timed, scripted thing. I just gotta check every room, hopelessly. What even are the other rooms around here? Oh, that leads to the 4th floor. We won't go up there until someone else has been executed. Whoever killed Taka and Hifumi, that is. I think the clue is actually in here that it leads me to it. Let's see. Oh shit, there was a I forgot to point it out, but there was like a blue like rolly pad thing here, like one of those little carts that you can put furniture on to roll it. And that was in here. And now it's not here, so there's tire tracks. Taka's entire body has disappeared, leaving behind nothing but a blood stain. Yeah. Toko's still out cold. This is a tarp. Okay. The bodies aren't in here anywhere, from what we can see. I guess I just do need to check every room. Oh shit, never mind.
Mikoto,
Come on.
Why are you just standing there? We need to get to the repository. Huh? You mean...
Indeed.
I found them. Hifumi and Taka's bodies have both been hidden in the repository.
Goodbye.
I've already told Hina and Sakura. We'll go on ahead. Their bodies were in the repository. That's the art room, I think, is what they mean. Yeah. But the repository is that room in the art room we can't get into, or couldn't get into till now. Weird how Celeste managed to find them when no one else was able to open the door. Are the bodies here somewhere? I have to wonder where they could have been hidden. How about... Up ahead is the repository. The doorknob turned! I guess it's unlocked. Then I have no choice but to go inside. So I opened the door, and when I entered, I saw... 2 bodies that were already bodies. The 2 bodies that had disappeared were right there. I don't know why they gave it a new kill screen, like we already saw them. The smell of blood made me gag. What I saw before my eyes was unquestionable, unavoidable, unwavering reality. And then I heard the announcement for a second time.
A body has been discovered! After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the...
Didn't mean to skip him, sorry about that. Oh, Monokuma is punishing me for skipping his dialogue. Okay, so anyways. Before I do this, I just want to point out, Monokuma did do 2 different body discovery announcements here, he did. But he didn't do the second one until we found both bodies together. Why exactly do you think that might be? I'm gonna let you ponder on that one for a while, because it's actually a very important clue. Alright, so... this trial is ridiculous. When we get to the trial for this one, it is nuts. You are not gonna believe how they pulled this one off. It's actually super simple, but it's so simple that when you figure out what happened, you're gonna be like, wow, that is like a lot of elaborate steps for something very simplistic. Yeah. But anyways.
And so, here we are!
It's the Monokuma file!
Without further ado, let me give you all the next Monokuma file. I was going to hand them out when you found the bodies the first time, but I thought something might happen.
What?
It was really hard to resist, but turns out I was right.
Stop talking.
Just hand it over already.
Punishment is waiting
Now,
for you.
make sure to investigate with all of your mental might and prepare for the class trial.
See ya later!
Well then, now that we've found the bodies, all that's left is to uncover the culprit.
What the heck?
Hold on. How can you be so calm? I mean, they're dead, you know?
That's terrible.
Dead. Gone forever. They're never coming back. Awful. This is all just too awful.
Hina suddenly burst into tears. She clutched at Hifumi's lifeless body.
Who would do this? Why? Why?
Large wet tears fell from her eyes. As opposed to dry tears, the tears landed on Hifumi's cheeks. If this were some world of make-believe, that might have been when Hifumi opened his eyes. But this wasn't a movie, it was a video game. Oh shit, it actually worked anyways. What in the Disney fuck is this? This wasn't...
He's alive again? Where am I? Cold. So cold. Is winter coming?
Hifumi! Wake up!
Huh? Ah, that's right. I remember now. Hope's Peak.
Come on, you gotta wake up!
I remember everything before I met you all. I met you all.
Wasn't he... Is Byakuya not gonna say this? His memories are all blending together. He has nothing useful to offer us.
The light.
Oh, he did say it. My headphones just fucked up. I see what happened.
It's reaching out to me like the tail of a comet.
Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you?
Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name. Yasuhiro.
Did he just say hero? His eyes closed, and they never opened again. Death for the second time. Absolute, undeniable death. Well, that probably explains a few things, don't you think? Because if... That means he wasn't... That explains it. Why Monokuma didn't do the announcement right away. Because he wasn't actually dead the first time they found him, you know? He's dead now. He's dead now for sure. But he wasn't then. He was just knocked the fuck out. Somehow he got upstairs, though. And this is where he actually died. And, man, that was fucked up. Him talking about being cold, and that's how you knew he was dying, and he died right in her hands. But he said something very interesting, didn't he? He said, I'd met you all before I'd met you all. Do you think that was nonsense, or do you think there was meaning behind that? Another thing I'm going to let you ponder. No matter how many more of Hina's tears splashed his face, there was no second miracle. Reality set in again. This isn't some stereotypical fantasy world. Tears can't restore a person's vitality.
Honestly.
You have no tears, do you? No blood in your veins, no calcium in your bones. At least you have your meat. Speaking of which, meet me in my room later and we'll talk more about it. Wink wink.
Stop talking.
You're just angry. Going out of his way to return, just to leave us with those unnecessary dying words. Now this game has become exceedingly boring.
He said, Yasuhiro, right?
Then perhaps...
Yasuhiro Hagakure. That is the only person he could have been referring to.
So in other words...
And with that, the case is solved. Assaulting people and even killing Taka and Hifumi, and then going so far as to hide their bodies? A criminal that hides his face behind a mask and uses a bunch of giant wooden hammers. Is that what Hero is? It seems really out of character for him, doesn't it?
What is this?
If it's true, I can't forgive him. No way I can ever forgive him. To kill two of our friends.
That's fine.
Anyway, it's about time we track down the culprit in our little life or death game here. I think they need to start keeping an eye on Hina because she's clearly on the verge of a mental breakdown and who knows what she'll do. Although this time it's not all that life or death. The trial will conclude without much trouble.
Indeed.
Yes, it does look that way.
It's going to begin again. We have to go through this one more time. Obviously, I know because I've played this before who it is, who killed them, and who's gonna get punished at the end of the trial. But, like, I really have to bite my tongue sometimes because there are certain things that characters say that I want to, like, be like, ooh, you, I know who you really are, and I know how tongue-in-cheek what you just said was, but, I can't say nothing because I'll spoil it for the audience. I have no problem giving y'all clues on some things that will kind of help you piece together the mystery, but no way in hell am I giving you the answer, straight up. You know, you gotta figure that out on your own, or wait until we get there. I have to accept it. I have no choice but to go through with this, to make sure everyone survives. I just have to do it! Like Nike says, and Shia LaBeouf. First, I'd better check the Monokuma file. The victims... oh, sorry. Gotta do my best Monokuma.
The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kyoko.
Okay, I'm not doing that.
The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head, but with a hammer, not a gun. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon.
That's it?
Very strange.
Yes, it's pretty strange. We got way less information this time than before.
That is no problem. After all, the events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. We should know more about what happened than the Monokuma file could anyway.
Maybe.
Well,
There's something else that's bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while. Are you talking about Kyoko?
Perhaps.
Without a doubt, she has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. But what if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice? An accomplice?
an accomplice? Ooh, spicy. What are you doing here?
Monokuma appears!
Don't be rude. I'm here to answer your question.
What question?
Yep.
You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I? During the first class trial.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
Well, you'd be surprised.
In other words,
So, basically, you can be an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it.
Also, I want to point out how coincidentally suspicious it is that the two people who got killed are the ones who were obsessed with the alter ego laptop. Just saying. Maybe that plays in, maybe it doesn't. But the laptop did disappear. Don't forget that.
So then...
Maybe it was used as bait. Maybe someone used the laptop as leverage to get one of them to be an accomplice and murder the other one, and then after they murdered the other one, that person murdered them. But that's just a theory. So are you saying nobody worked together this time either?
Hey,
Sorry! Can't answer that. It would obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys. I just want to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might assist in a murder.
Phew.
Only one Blackened can graduate. An accomplice gets nothing,
So, in other words,
except for a painful death.
Then we need to figure out who the one Blackened is that did the killing, right? Just like normal.
Well,
Okay, let me take this opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this class trial, what you need to determine is
extreme!
the one true Blackened who devised the murder plot and put it into action.
The true Blackened? So just one person?
Well now,
That's enough for explanatifying. Now it's down to the final battle between all of you and the Blackened. Good luck to all the contestants.
So there could only be one Blackened. An accomplice wouldn't benefit. Then I can't see any way Kyoko would be connected to this case after all. You may be right.
If that's true, then Kyoko, where are you?
However...
As long as she's not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation. Yeah, Kyoko does suspiciously seem to have her own agenda going on in the background, doesn't she? Like, what is she doing?
Indeed.
I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro is responsible. But for the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue further information.
So,
You know, don't you think we should consider a certain someone a suspect just in case? I'm talking about the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack.
what?
What? I'm offended! Yeah!
When did you...
I've been looking all over for you, Master. When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found.
You SOB!
Anyway, you there, Milksack Swimmer Girl.
Huh?
Milksack?
You gotta be kidding!
Why do I gotta be a suspect?
What the heck?
Well, I mean, you are a serial killer.
What?
So what? I'm like a special guest surprise every time. I have an alibi, you know.
She's right about that. When we heard Hifumi scream, she was with me. And when the bodies disappeared, she was still lying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus, Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move Hifumi's body.
Yep.
Besides, I calculate every move I make. I'm not gonna kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. They don't call me the murderous fiend for nothing.
What are you saying?
That's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about.
Let's see.
On another topic, should we post a guard by the bodies like before? We can't have them disappearing again.
So then...
Hina and I can handle that. You don't mind, do you, Hina?
Sure, I'd be totally useless on the investigation anyway.
it's all clear now.
Then that's that. Let's begin. This whole thing is so strange. All but one of us has an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems. It never fucking is. There's always like 14 plot twists. So, you're allowed to think it's Hiro if you want to, and obviously I'm not going to tell you who it is. But just remember that in the last two trials, it was not that easy. Well, the first one was. It was very obviously Leon the first time. A fucking newborn could have figured that one out. But remember how complicated shit was the last time? It's only going to be more complicated this time. And then next time, it's going to be even more complicated than that. That's just how it goes with this. So, whatever your first instinct is, it's probably wrong. You should think outside the box in this game. Look at the clues that we've gotten so far, and then pay attention to the rest of the clues I'm about to pick up. Alright, here we go. Taka, he'll never move again. According to the Monokuma file, Taka died from a blow to the head. We found Justice Hammer 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? And there's a tarp laid out under his body. Did the killer use this to move his body? That way, there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the body was moved. Okay. Hifumi's big, cold body is laying on the floor. Jesus Christ! That's harsh, Makoto. His really big body. Jesus, fuck, the man is dead. Calm down. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move someone so big? Fucking hell! From the nurse's office, where he was discovered to here, the repository. I mean, he's got a point, but still, goddamn. All the way from the first floor to the third, and all without anyone noticing it. How the hell? It's no good, I just don't get it. I can think about it later. For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was also a blow to the head. Probably from Justice Hammer 3, which was laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Nope, but clearly that didn't kill him if he was still alive when he was up here. Huh? Wait. Something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Is this where I discover I'm a gay necrophiliac? No. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. That's it! His glasses! When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But now they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that, and why? Very, very intriguing, yes. Is it not? What's with these paint? Oh, that's a monitor. Hey, coin! Ooh, we should probably make a visit to the whatchamahoosin. No, I don't want to look at you again, you fucker. God damn it. I clicked him on accident. This is what I wanted to look at. It's a dolly. It doesn't have a handle. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues around. It's kinda awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. Huh? But wait! Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? It was, I pointed that out. And look at the wheel! There's a blood stain on it! So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. What's the explanation for that? Oh, the killer wasn't very good at cleaning up their evidence. That's what. Repository dolly has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. There are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, although some are more like mallets. Mallets? Like Harley Quinn? Could the Justice Hammers have been designed using these as a model? Either way, the hammers here are obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait. For some reason, this one hammer isn't dirty at all, and it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Huh. So, perhaps these hammers were used as the murder weapons. They were painted to be Justice Hammer 3.
So,
Hey, Makoto, I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository.
Huh? What is it?
After Hifumi and Taka's bodies disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together.
But...
And we came right to the repository to, look around. But when we got here, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside.
It was locked. Right. I should know that because I checked it.
And we came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have beat us here.
So if that's true, then
who locked it, and why is it unlocked now?
I wonder the same thing. The door was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There might be some secret lurking there. But I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out. Well, I'm not done here yet, so shut up. There are many aspects to the incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that it may be good to look back on everything that's happened.
So then,
Would you like my help? Sure, tell us what you know. Yeah, let's look back on things. This morning, only 4 of us met up at the dining hall. Hina, Kyoko, you, and myself. We waited for the others, but nobody showed up, so we decided to go look for them. It was around 8 o'clock when we began our search. And soon after we split up, Kyoko disappeared. After that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room, on the 3rd floor, then quickly came and got you and me. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her, meaning just after 7 o'clock. Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. It was Robo Justice. It also became clear that this Robo Justice had dragged Hifumi away. After meeting up with Toko and Byakuya, we began searching for the costumed assailant. We found an injured Hifumi in the library on the 2nd floor. We took him down to the nurse's office on the 1st floor, then resumed our search. But not too long after leaving the nurse's office. What's wrong?
I saw a shadow, something moving around at the top of the stairs.
Based on Celeste's claims, sorry, I'm not feeling too good today. Frog in my throat. Based on Celeste's claims, we went back up to the 2nd floor, where we split up and began searching. Then, right after that, Celeste screamed. This time she had apparently seen the suspect on the 3rd floor. Hearing her screams, we quickly made our way to the 3rd floor.
Celeste, what's wrong?
That was a rather intense scream for someone like you.
I saw him, the strange costumed man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared.
And then... Huh?
What was that? That came from downstairs. He must have been...
Hifumi! He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. At that point, we decided to split up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office. Meanwhile, you, Byakuya, and Toko pursued the suspect up on the 3rd floor. And when we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi's corpse, which is also when we heard the body discovery announcement play. I left Celeste and Hina alone and headed back to the 3rd floor to tell the others what had happened.
however,
But at the same time, we had discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. Which means Hifumi and Taka's bodies were discovered right around the same time. Because I remember hearing the body discovery announcement play right after finding Taka. And that's when I showed up and told you and Byakuya that Hifumi had been killed, right? Then you, me, and Byakuya all headed back to the nurse's office, leaving behind Toko, who had fainted. But as soon as we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who just arrived to tell us something very unusual. Funny how we kept bumping into her at the most convenient times, huh?
Hifumi's body has disappeared.
We hurried back to the nurse's office to discover that his corpse was in fact gone. Then we remembered we hadn't abandoned the unconscious Toko and rushed back to the equipment room. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something? This time, Taka's body had disappeared. So from there, we began our search for both of the missing bodies. And after some time, Celeste told us she'd found the bodies and we all headed to the repository. And there, we rediscovered the 2 bodies that had apparently vanished. And that brings us up to now.
However,
Looking back, things have certainly been very active. If you want to look back at the case again, just let me know. I'm fine anytime. Alright then. Only one way in and out of this room, through the door that they said was locked. There's definitely a lock on the door, but it can only be locked from the inside. From inside the repository. It can only be locked from inside. I don't see any way to lock it from in the art room. The door can only be locked from the inside, which makes me wonder. Hina and Sakura confirmed that the door was locked after we started looking for the missing bodies. And the door's design said it can only be locked from the inside. In other words, when Hina checked it, someone had already gone in there and locked the door. Then, when they were done, they unlocked it and left. But Hina claims that there's no way someone could have beaten them there. So that someone has to be whoever was in here when we were searching is the killer. Wait, we're not done yet? Oh, Byakuya's here. I guess I should talk to him. Byakuya, do you think Hiro really did it? I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. And the last thing Hifumi said when he died. Yeah, he said Hiro's name.
So, in other words...
Then there is no room to suspect anyone else. Well... Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of the century, you see. I mean, he is kinda dumb, which is why it's hard to believe he could pull this off. But do you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere.
What?
And is that it? That's all that bothers you about the case? Well, no, there are a few other things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies? They probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. But if that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Almost like they wanted us to find them. Again, it comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron. Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is... why'd they bother killing 2 people?
What?
What? Because all the rules says is if you can kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, your number 1 priority is not getting caught. But killing 2 people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out.
I see.
Hold on. Perhaps. I see. So that's what that means. Is everything okay?
That's enough.
Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Huh? What's with the attitude that you always have? But you have my appreciation.
Goodbye.
Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this after all. His mysterious words hung in the air as he left the repository. He talked as if he'd figured something out. Oh, he did. He did. But if he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was? It might. It could. In this game? Possibly. There's gotta be a clue around here somewhere. Maybe I should check somewhere else. There are some places I already know about. First, the nurse's office, where Hifumi was found, then the equipment room where Taka was found. That's where I'll go then. Gonna go to the, nurse's office. Actually, we're gonna go to the equipment room first, because we're already on that floor. Then we'll go to the nurse's office, which is all the way down on the first floor. And we're on the 4th. Yeah, there's 5 floors total, so you know what that means. 5 executions, 5 trials. Possibly 6 trials, because there's gotta be a final one, right? And we're about to have trial number 3. Ooh, we're getting close, I can't wait. Hey, crazy lady, what's up with you?
I was sleeping right here when the killer carried the body away.
What?
I'm super pissed I missed such an ultimately rare event!
Tire tracks in the blood. Some kind of tire mark going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. That reminds me about the dolly in the repository. There was blood on its tire. Could that blood have come from here? Which could mean that Taka's body was moved from the equipment room to the repository using the dolly. Both rooms are on the 3rd floor, so that should definitely have been possible. Yeah, it would have been a lot easier for them to move Taka's body than it would Hifumi's. But, what does that mean? But even if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi? Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office on the 1st floor, and there's no elevators in this bitch. So there's no way to get it up there. That part's a total mystery. It's not that hard when you really think about it. Justice Hammer 4, the weapon that was used to kill Taka. The body was moved, but the murder weapon was just left here. Left here to taunt us. Ah, here's one of those tarps that Taka's body was on. Huh? This tarp. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before, and just recently, too. That's right, you have. Alright, anything else? Why is it not added to the truth bullets? Do I have to go back to the goddamn art room in order to make it work? I guess I'm going to the nurse's office. I should have went to the... I don't know why I went to the main hall. I should have... Wait, why am I... This was the wrong spot. Or was it? No, wait, this is where the nurse's office is. It's by the gym and shit. That's right. It's not where the dorms are, it's over here. What are you investigating, Celeste?
I am not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I am simply going around seeing if Hiro might be hiding somewhere. What about you?
Oh, you know, I'm just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Hifumi's body.
Let's see.
How Hifumi was moved, eh?
When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes, indeed.
Correct. Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom.
And when you got back, the body was gone?
We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though.
Yeah, Hina said the same thing. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time?
Indeed.
It would seem so.
To carry off someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple of minutes is... I can't think of it as anything less than impossible. Sus. Very sus. Justice Hammer 3, the one that is used to kill Hifumi, except it didn't fucking kill him because he was still alive when we found him upstairs, remember? Her tears didn't bring him back to life like some goddamn Disney movie. He was still alive. Because that's how science works, you know? Someone moved the body but left the weapon behind. These characters are too stupid for their own good sometimes. Just put it that way. A refrigerator. I wonder if there's anything to drink inside. All this investigating is making me parched. There's a bunch of blood packets in here. For blood transfusions, I guess. It doesn't help me, though. I'm not a vampire. But that's useful. Yeah, there's blood packets in the fridge. Interesting. It's just a normal trash can. Huh? Wait, there's something inside. Trash! Oh my god! I figured it out! The killer likes trash. It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cloth. And it's got some kind of cartoon character on it. Ugh, but it's also covered in blood.
Did you find something?
Yeah, there was a cleaning cloth in the trash can.
Huh?
Cleaning cloth.
And it's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe up some blood. But who would need to do something like that?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Yeah, me either, but I think it might be important. It is, it's important. It wouldn't have been added to the truth bullets if it wasn't. These blood packs are important too, so they should have been added. So, this is where you were. I've been looking for you. You have? I wanted to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. You should go to Hero's room. Oh, and let me give you this. Meet me in the dining hall. This is the note Hero wrote to get us all to meet up, right? You remember well. Or, yeah. Sorry, that was supposed to be Makoto's line. Fucking hell. I feel like I'm going nuts. Alright, you remember well. Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression.
It's all clear now.
Anyway, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap. What is? Things grow ever more exciting. What are you talking about? I've already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation. If things start to look grim, I'll give my answers in the trial, but I want to make you figure it out since you're the player character.
Goodbye.
Alright. He said go to Hero's room, but what's waiting for me there? He did also say it's a trap. Well, anyways, I guess we'll have to wait until the next episode to find out, because that's it for this one, but yes, we will conclude this investigation in the next episode. And if we concluded the investigation before the hour mark, that we will end the episode, because I like to do the class trials as two episodes, I like to start the beginning of the class trial as its own episode, you know? Because those usually take 2 episodes to get through, so it's just, makes more sense that way, you know? I don't want to, get halfway into the class trial in one episode and then everything what I'm trying to say is I can't get far enough into a class trial in what would be left of the next episode after investigations for it to really matter, you know? I need that full hour for the first half of the class trial to really sink in and be something special. So anyways, that'll be it for this episode, though. Let me know your thoughts of what's happening so far in the comments down below. Who do you think the killer is this time? We got a lot of clues. I mean, Hifumi basically name-dropped Hiro, but also Hifumi was still alive after that original bonk. So does he play a role in all this? Was he maybe an accomplice to who the actual killer is? And who is the actual killer? Like I said, the game's pointing at Hiro right now as the most obvious suspect. But, a couple of characters have been acting kind of sus, haven't they? Celeste has a lot of coincidental timing, and Kyoko is nowhere to be seen. So, I don't know. She does have an alibi for the beginning, but not for the rest of it. Very interesting, what's going on with this one. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Based off the clues we found so far, what do you think? And if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and click that like button. And as always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you possibly on another day, definitely another time, and likely in another video. Okay, goodbye!